Welcome back to Beyond the Arc. And oh man, this episode should be an interesting one. If you haven't seen the new one, make sure you go check it out after watching this one. And of course, if you're new around here, hit the like button. We'll appreciate it. And of course, who am I? I am King Drew. This here is my co-host.
Ife Franco.
And we also have our other co-host over there.
Jamidi.
Of course, how could we forget the one and only, the maestro.
On the background.
I thought you were gonna say your own name, but that's okay. He's like taking it easy, but again, welcome to Beyond the Arc, where we cover Dragon Ball Z versus real life. Of course, with
Maestro, you're supposed to at least say something. Say hello.
yeah, he's gonna
Don't have to say your name.
he'll chime in. He'll chime in every now and then, but like I was saying, we talk about real life, and of course, we always revert back to Dragon Balls. One thing we want to expand to is soccer, because I'm not really familiar with it, but Jamidi and also Ife Franco, they're very familiar with the soccer community. So again, they always refer back to soccer too. So again, we'll put that in the next one. So of course, welcome to Beyond the Arc.
Be on the arc. Let's go, baby. Let's get this going.
Pain turn power, that's a fact. We got scars inside the flame. If you feeling lost right now, this pod just calling your name. Hey, we go beyond our.
That's where I come in. They've been itching for me to come in. I'm just gonna get this party started. Our episode today, the theme, this is what I want all of us to think about. Mm-hmm. Trust or survival. Take a minute and let it sink in.
Yes.
Trust or survival. I'm gonna start. King Franco.
King Franco?
Who's King Franco?
I'm gonna mess it all up.
Ife or
The one who goes up. I said two names. So the first who go the first person to go first.
okay.
What gets you further in life? Relying on people or protecting yourself?
Or what's that last part?
Protecting yourself.
Protecting?
Yeah. What gets you further in life? Relying on people
Relying on people
or protecting yourself?
or protecting yourself?
Yeah. I picked two names. And there's a King and there's a Franco. The person who goes first picks it up.
The king went first. So king was the first letter you,
Relying on
first
it.
word you mentioned. So
Reliant is okay. Yeah, it's me, King Drew. Rely on others or protecting yourself. Damn, that's tough. I will go with myself because I trust myself more than I do people.
Franco.
you should never rely on others too. But if they do help, they can help. But you should never rely on others to improve yourself.
Jamedi.
Can you repeat the question?
What gets you further in life? Relying on people or protecting yourself?
I would stand at the center. I would rely on people to learn from them, learn from their mistakes, and I protect myself not to go down, not to fall in traps that perhaps they fell in before.
King,
Yes.
when things get difficult, we all have gotten those situations where things have gotten out of hand.
Yes.
Do you lean on people or handle it alone?
I'm gonna handle it alone. So again, I think throughout this episode, you're gonna realize that I'm always gonna I'm always gonna bet on myself, per se. Because sometimes when you put that onto somebody else, they may not meet your expectation in the help that you are expecting them to give.
King, Franco, what do you think when things get tough? Do you prefer to rely on yourself or on other people?
I always rely on myself, no matter
So you
what.
handle it alone?
Yes, I will ask for help when I need it, but most of the time I rely on myself. I will never rely on others for anything.
Jamedi,
Yeah.
we all say, there's a say that says, everybody says they got people until it's actually time to call somebody. Have you experienced it?
Yeah, of course. You cannot stand alone, I mean. But it reach a point that you have to make a decision that you like from your mind and you won't regret. Even if you regret about it, it comes from you. So I would put myself first, but I learn from others too.
The king himself.
Yes.
Are you saying depending on people is a strength, or do you think this is a risk?
It's a risk. I think it will always be a risk because, like I mentioned, depending on somebody else, they may not meet the expectation of what the help you may need, or it's one of those things where if you want it done right, you do it yourself, right? It goes back to that. So for me, it's not that I don't want to rely on people, but sometimes you have to, depending on the situation. There's some situations where you're gonna need some type of collaboration to get past whatever this obstacle is.
King Drew, there are people that really understand you, really knows what you need at what time. Sometimes you can tend to rely on their advice. What do you think about that? Or have you ever been in a similar experience before?
Where you're saying that
You had to rely on someone you feel. We always feel that this is a nice person. This person understands. Can be a closest member of your family who understands you well, and every time gives you advice, you implement advice.
Yeah, but when you say the word rely, remember rely relates to depend. So that means you're dependent on the person.
Not like frequent.
Yeah, not when you say rely on someone, we are talking about dependent on someone, hoping that that person is the one that will lift you up, that's going to carry you. So you're relying on that person means that you're dependent on that person and you're putting your hopes on the person. I think you would rather put your hopes on yourself, but be inspired by somebody else to do something. You can benefit from help, but not rely on.
So can I come in and say, when you talk about reliance and we talk about self-reliance, we're talking about protecting yourself in some that you're standing on your own, essentially for independence. That's where we build our core stability. When you think about relying on relying on others necessarily means growth. When you think about relying on others, you're thinking about the support. We are thinking about the deeper success. So relying on yourself is how much your limits gets you. And when relying on others, in that you're breaking the walls. There's something you haven't seen.
Yeah, relying on others is more for support.
Exactly.
Than it is.
It is beyond your nose.
I like that analogy. You have your limits, but then with the relationship you have with somebody else, you can break your limits. That's also supports to get to a certain goal that you want to achieve. Yes, so it's more of a support than. I think the key word is when we say rely. I think it's better off you rely on somebody else's support than saying do you rely on somebody else.
When you rely on yourself, when I talk about self-reliance, we are talking about protecting yourself. In that you are standing on your own. It's self-reliance, your self-independence. You have your own gaps, you have your own red lines you can't cross. And when you rely on others, your red lines look like orange. You cross your lines. And then Jamaica, I'm gonna bring you on this one. Bearing that in mind, do you think self-reliance actually hurts you when you depend on yourself? Because you talked about depending on yourself, and then
It could.
in what way?
Sometimes I would say about 70% relying on yourself would always hurt you, because you have different thoughts on different situations. But the moment you start thinking outside the box, looking at the other people's, how they have been before, then I think you gonna get a different idea that will then prompt you to make a right decision.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Just a yes or no. Have you had situations where out of 5 people you are the right person? You are the one who was right.
Yeah.
And all of them were wrong.
Yeah.
So yes, and how do you defend that in saying relying on yourself isn't really sustainable?
That is when you make a right decision.
So,
You are self-convinced that I made the right decision based on what you know, based on what you've seen, based on what you've learned.
Yeah, relying on yourself. You're saying 70%. That's tough to put a number on it. It's just I feel like it's more like, yes, I agree. It could be a burden, right? That could be that's what you're asking. If relying on yourself could be a burden,
Can it hurt you?
can it hurt you?
Yeah.
It could be a burden because sometimes there's a chance it could be. If you know what you're doing, if you rely on yourself, if you know exactly what you're doing and you follow what you're doing and you already know what path to take to get your goal. Then it can lead to success. But then there's sometimes where you can over rely on yourself, where you think that you're doing it right and you keep doing it wrong and over again, but you're not trying to accept any others. You're not trying to accept support which is offered to you. That's when it's more of a burden for you, because you're now not trying to think outside the box, like he said.
King Drew.
Yeah.
Let me bring back our Dragon Ball. Let me take you back. Alright? Let's think about Goku.
Yes.
Do you think Goku got stronger because he believed in other people around him?
That's stronger because you believe.
In people around him?
I want to say no. I think he was more determined to get stronger, or he needed to get stronger to protect them.
So it was more about self-reliance as opposed to...
Yeah.
King Drew,
Yes.
do you think people supported Goku to get wherever he was? Because from the discussion, I learned that these people believe in Goku,
Yeah, they do.
right?
Yeah, they definitely believe in him.
So how do you link the two? People believing in someone and then you believing in yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then does that one is something that will then make you great in a way, or make you successful in a way?
So you're saying that based on what you're saying is that you believe in yourself and others believing in you?
Others believing in those who believes in you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to say. Like,
Yeah,
you believe in yourself
of course. Yeah.
because you're gonna make the final decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Believing in others, there are people that perhaps have been through the same and they overcome the situation, meaning you learn from them, you believe in their ideas on how they overcome the situation you are in now.
Yeah.
So you believe in them. But now there are many people, different ideas will come in, but it comes back to you to make the right decisions, right? So is it right to say like, well, I will make the final decision, but I still rely to learn from other people?
Yeah. You're gonna say something?
I'll talk about that.
What I would say is, take an example of somebody that already did what I want to do. That's the best way to put it, because at least I know that you went through the path that I'm trying to go through. It's easier for me to look at that versus somebody telling me that, hey, this is this or this is that, but I already see that this guy, he already went through, he's where I want to be.
Following this.
Let me catch you, Franco. Franco.
No, I was gonna.
The same question, on the same note. On the same note. Do you think Goku got stronger because he believed in because he believed in other people around him.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And
So on saying that, on the same point, do you think would he be who he was?
if it wasn't for support.
No. Would he be who he is if he always moved alone? Assume he moved alone.
That's why I disagreed with what King Drew said earlier.
Yeah.
And he answered that Goku did not get stronger because of his peers. Because technically, all the powers that attained, like Kaioken,
Yeah.
that was from his peers.
That was from his master, though.
Yeah, but it's still
That's-
these are all peers that surrounding him, and he
Yeah, but
fought
that's-
those peers to get better at,
Yeah, well,
at getting stronger.
but that was his master, though. That trained him.
On the same, let me cut you
Hold
off.
on for a second. Masters trained him,
Yeah.
and then he fought. And then when he fought, even when he fought all the peers that he had, all his friends were people that he actually fought in the tournament sometimes.
Yeah.
And then after fighting them, he became friends with them. He trains with them too, and then he just gets stronger than them, and he moves on to build another relationship with somebody else that somehow he always gets power from. He goes to Yardrek, and then he builds a relationship with Yardrekans, or whatever they call themselves, and they teach him their technique. These are through friendship. Through friendship, he's actually gaining more power. That's why Vegeta actually learned that the reason he's so strong is because on Earth, him being on Earth, was able to build that relationship, which helped him gain more power. That's why he decided to try to do the family thing as well. So
On a closing remark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the final shot.
Yeah.
Do you think that relying on people build teams when you rely on people?
Yeah.
Or does it protect your built walls?
See, that's part
Relying on people.
Relying on people build.
Does it build a team? Or it protects your build walls?
protects your built walls.
Yeah, you already have your self-reliance, that you already have this yourself.
So relying on people, does it protect your built wall or build team?
It build a team.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you, you're gonna need a team.
You're gonna need a team.
At some point, you're gonna have to need a team.
Build teams.
Because again, right, the way I look at it is having a team means that the people within the team have their own strengths. That's one, and two, it frees up some of your time, because if you're one person doing everything, right, you could say you could have a team member take care of this, another team member do this, and this, that, and the third. That's how I see it.
Jamedi,
Yeah.
let me break you on this before Franco comments. Do you think, would you rather put your faith in a wrong person once, or never let anybody in again? Talking about trust and survival.
Well, you can trust. Once again, falling down, failing to succeed does not signify the end of your trial. You can keep trying.
Would you rather put your faith in the wrong person once,
For the first time.
wrong person once, or never let anybody in again?
I will put.
Why say again? Have you done it before?
My point is,
Like, that is what.
You said-
how,
that's
when
what
you
you
say
said the
again.
first time.
Yeah.
Because that's what you keep saying for the first time. You're saying at the end, but would you rather?
Meaning
Say
you've been
again.
disappointed, for example.
You've
Been
been-
disappointed before.
you have that experience.
So you say for the
Oh,
first
so you have the experience.
You have the experience. The first time means that you've done it.
So read that question one more time. I'm sorry.
The question says, would you rather put your faith in the wrong person once,
Put your faith in the wrong person once, or block yourself because you
or never let anybody in again?
put it in again because you already experienced.
Yeah, that's once.
But okay,
Or-
now let me respond to this according to how I understand it. You know, in life it's all about taking risk. I would rather put my faith on that wrong person that I know is wrong. But you know, when I go there, I have two options. Like, I may succeed or I may not, because I know this person is a wrong person based on maybe the past experience I had.
I'm going can I cut in? Can I explain it further? When I talk about putting your faith in a wrong person once, this is I want to show your vulnerability, right? What it leads to, might lead you to pain, and often viewed as necessary. You think it is necessary. We've all have that baby kid that you have. If you have a daughter, if you have a child, you get vulnerable to them, right? You get to learn about yourself, and you keep your heart open for the future, meaning you're opening up. And then when I talk about never letting anybody in again, I'm talking about the protection that you get into yourself. Because anytime you say, I'm not doing this again, you're protecting yourself. Anytime you say, I'm not letting this happen to me again, it protects a person from you're protecting yourself future heartbreaks, and it's all the cost of closing oneself from potential danger or happiness, or the deep connections that we might face in the future. So when I come to you, Franco, which one does more damage in the long term?
In the long term?
Yeah, what do you think does more damage when you protect yourself, when you put your faith in the wrong person once, or never let it happen again? Which one does you more danger?
So if you put yourself, I want to understand it better, because I get the question, but is it that if you put yourself in, would you rather put yourself in the wrong person's?
Would you rather put your faith
in the wrong person
once,
and it affects you just that once, but you keep continuously.
There's this say that never let the same fire burn you twice.
But you rather, if you just,
you've already been burned,
it's
so
only happen once.
So
you've been burned. You tried that, had a breaking relationship that wrecked you up. You became a drug addict because of that relationship that went bad. You never opened your heart again.
Once you learn your lesson.
It was that exactly. So that
you
learned your lesson.
You learned your lesson. Yeah. So I think I'll
so
say.
you go back to the same person who had.
No, you won't go back to the same person. You say you learned your lesson.
That lesson is on him.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. If it's about, because that's what I want to get. Actually, I want.
My question is, which one is more dangerous?
Yeah, I feel like it would be more dangerous to just block yourself in and not. That's
So
really tough.
Yeah.
You can never trust somebody again, and never trust anyone and block in, because now you're just keeping to yourself, and then you're strongly holding on to your own and never allowing anybody in ever again. But if it happens to you once, you're gonna learn your lesson and probably do better afterwards. So.
King Drew, I'm taking you to Dragon Ball. You are comfortable there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let's think about Vegeta.
Vegeta, yes.
Yeah?
Oh boy.
Did Vegeta only grow once? He started letting people in.
That was what we brought up.
Huh?
That was what we brought up.
Yeah. Yes. Basically, yeah, we recently talked about that earlier, where once he started going the
Nice segue.
family route, it gave him something outside of his pride to care about. Before that, his Saiyan heritage, or however you want to put it, is all that he cared about. Being the prince and all that
Franco,
was his drive.
don't you think he was always better when he stayed guarded?
He was always better when he stayed guarded.
What do you think?
Do I think he was always better when he stayed guarded?
Yeah.
Can I say also, I think maybe there's a chance that all Saiyans are just like that. That they are just power driven. They don't care about anybody else, and they don't. So that's probably. You think maybe, if I answer that question, you think maybe if another Saiyan came to Earth and followed the same path, they'll probably grow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it. That's how I wanted to think about. I always thought about that. But yeah, I asked that question one more time. I'm sorry. Do you think Vegeta could have done better if he would stay guarded.
Do you think he would have stayed better when he stayed guarded with himself?
I think he learned that himself, that opening up actually helps him grow. So
Okay,
he was able to grow. It's
Yes.
proven.
I want to rebuttal this.
Yes.
Without Bulma and Goku, does Vegeta ever evolve?
Definitely not.
No.
Without Bulma and Goku-
Not to the extent of where he is. Would he would still have the drive to get the power, but I don't think he would get to the point of where he is.
This is a good example to use. When in the future with Future Trunks, remember when he came, they said, "Well, Goku died," but with Goku dying,
Vegeta wasn't strong
Vegeta
enough.
wasn't strong enough
Yeah,
to beat them. So
he wasn't
didn't grow.
strong enough to beat the android.
He wasn't strong enough to beat the android.
He was
So
even
didn't grow.
irrelevant, actually.
Exactly. So I don't think he turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Jamedi.
So he didn't grow. So basically,
Yeah.
he needed Goku to be there to be able to grow.
Exactly.
So
And his Bulma.
and he's like, oh my.
Let me bring
And
Jamedi.
that was the strongest he ever.
Bearing all that in mind,
He surpassed Goku.
after all you've heard from this conversation,
Yeah.
I want you to relate to the real world. We think when you think about sometimes, I'm gonna say sometimes, growth starts when you stop carrying everything else. Like growth starts when you start carrying everything else along. Do you think that's true? That's definitely
Wait.
Sometimes-
Growth starts when you start carrying everything.
when you stop
Carrying everything.
everything along.
That's true. That I agree with that 100%. Because sometimes we tend to carry everything, and some are not necessary for the growth, or maybe for us, they are not necessary. We don't need them to lead us to where we are going. So it's better you drop them and pick the one that you need. And these include everything around you. It's just important to pick up the necessary. The lighter, the better.
Can I say something? Yeah. I would say like habits, like certain habits definitely would have to go if you're really trying to grow. Just to rebuttal off of what you said.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one.
Aren't those habits part of the load?
Yeah, no, that's what they gotta go. Yeah. And I think
Franco,
Yeah.
coming to you.
Is that a question?
No.
oh, different question, my friend.
How many times do you let someone show they are unreliable before you stop counting on them? How many times
Times.
do you let someone show they are unreliable before you stop counting on them?
I think that just happened like a month ago.
Wow.
A month or two ago, I would say a month and a half. How many times? I don't know. I think it depends on my feeling. If I feel that you're unreliable is now affecting me, that's when I.
So this you only see this reliability at the third show off, or is that the 10th show off, or is that the 100th show off? Oh, yeah, we are supposed to do this podcast with you, and you don't show up the first day. You realize I'm not reliable when I'm missing the 5th day, or do you realize when I'm reliable when I'm missing the 10th day?
Nah, if you missed it, I'll say that's what I'm saying. When it starts affecting me, maybe the second day was when it started affecting me, or it could be the third day. When your non-reliability starts being an affection, start having an affection on my ability to grow, then I will.
So you're telling me my unreliability is only indicated when you, in relation to your preparedness, because that's when it's affecting you. Let's say if you were to meet and you weren't ready to meet, and I don't show up, it won't affect you. That makes sense. We were to meet, I didn't show up, and you weren't ready to meet.
I wasn't ready to meet.
Exactly.
So that means I was already planning for myself, where I'm not without including you.
My point is, it only works at your convenience, in that when you're ready at your expense. My unreliability. You only see that I'm unreliable because you are ready, but I wasn't.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, true.
But when if I'm not ready and you're not ready, it doesn't count.
So then the question goes back to how many times does he
How many
get to
times
do?
does he get to
How
do
many times did he get to do that? That's the
Exactly. That's a question that he's not answering.
So I get the not counting because it's kind of like, okay, let's say if we
question. So what?
if we wanted, let's say
So
sorry,
let's put it this way. So to answer the question, what happens when it's you actually you say it doesn't affect you? What happens when it does affect you? How many times do you let that happen from the same person? That's what the
that's
question.
the question is. And
Yeah, I know, but you were saying
Oh.
that you
Okay, when you say when it doesn't affect you.
when it does affect you.
When it does
that's-
affect you.
That's,
That's
the
what I'm
only,
saying.
yeah.
As soon as it affects me,
That's it.
I'm saying
you only
as
said
soon-
once.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
it's a one strike.
Like,
Yeah,
I-
then-
It's a one
then
strike.
say that.
I say it's a one strike. Yeah, I know what I hear. It's a one strike.
Listen, what I was trying to say is that
Yeah.
okay, this is me. Okay, what example can I use? Okay, let me just use an example of what actually happened to me, what I experienced. Okay, I have a friend that does mechanic, and I asked him to change my oil, and then I consistently ask him over and over again to change my oil. When my oil started getting very low, I ended up going to a mechanic and changing it my own self. And now when because of that, when my car had another problem, I didn't call him. I went straight to the mechanic. Does that help buffer your argument?
We have the same, we have the same problem.
Exactly.
So you are the fifth strike.
No,
Me,
I
it
wasn't
happened.
the
Me,
first
it
time.
happened once. I've never called
At that
him.
point,
Yeah, the same person.
At that point, it affected me.
Yeah.
It's affecting me. It's affecting me. You really hit the effect.
Yeah.
I already crossed the line.
I'm
But
gonna
that's
move
what it
on.
says.
I'm gonna move on.
Wait,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
move on.
The-
I'm gonna move on.
No, I know you want to move
On that.
but originally the question said affect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's when it affects you.
That's what affected him.
Okay.
It's not how.
That's what the question said. It said when it affects you. It's not if it affects you.
If it affects you.
The example,
Yes,
the
when
example
it
he gave,
affects you.
When
the
it
example he has
affects you,
given
yeah.
you affects us both.
Okay.
Because talk about the same mechanic.
Okay.
We've experienced the same problem.
All right.
It was the first strike for me, and it was done.
And then again, like when you
But
think
it
about
probably
it,
affected you at that first time.
Exactly. Me, it was the
Of
first
course.
strike I lost.
Of course, because it's a mechanic. So that means that you're in need. Like when you are in need.
Yeah, but
I don't give you the leeway as if it's like us meeting up.
No, but the thing is,
No, I understand what you're
the
saying.
mechanic-
I'm
No,
not
no,
going against
this
you.
is a
Follow up.
I'm
Can
not
I follow
going
up on
against
him?
you.
Okay.
I'm
Can I
just
follow up?
telling
I'll
you.
follow up on you.
Yeah.
Answer that. This.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you're talking about. You know what you're talking about.
Yes.
At what point does this forgiveness become foolish?
Yeah, because it goes back to that where it's if I need your help right now, right? For instance, car trouble. That's a big one. And you are my friend and you're a mechanic. The thing is, I'm going to reach out to you because again, one, I want to bring you business and two, I need you to help me. But if you're not serious about it, I still have my problem, right? My problem is still there. And then it's like, if it's one of those problems you can put off till a week from now, I'll call you 3 days later. I'm not going to wait till the end of the week. I'll call you 3 days later. You still not answering me and playing around. I'm at the point where I still have the problem. So I'm going to have to find a different mechanic.
Jabedi, I'm talking about in a situation where you're my mechanic, right? I've told you the day my mileage leads, I'm changing my oil at this date,
Yes.
but it can still run me 1,000 miles. I've called you when I'm 2,000 miles in, the mechanic, you're not responding. I give you time, 500. I'm now at 1,500. Now is at my limit.
Yeah.
The question is to you: at what point does it become foolishness in your own perspective? At what point am I being foolish? I've given you an example. I've told you you're my mechanic, you're my friend. We drink together, we smoke together, do all these good things together. You call me for your daughter's birthday. I come. You're my mechanic. I tell you I'm due for oil change on this date. The mileage is reading. I call you, I tell you my mileage is up.
Jamidi, what do you think?
What time do I become foolish?
On the first action, when you notice like a weird behavior, something that's not pleasing you, and you keep on going, then at that point you become foolish. That's what I think.
I think when it starts affecting you, you become foolish.
But again, you don't have to wait until it affects you. It may be worse. It may be irreversible.
That's why.
So why would I wait? I would see
you
that's
still have
all
the
warning
problem.
sign. So the point that it starts affecting you, that point now you are foolish.
Franco.
Yeah, that's why I said we just
Franco,
say the same thing. I
I'm
said,
coming back to
by
you.
the time it affects you,
I'm coming back
you're
to you.
foolish. You became foolish
Can someone?
because I felt like a fool.
Can someone?
Personally,
I know that hurts you. It has hurt me too before. I understand where you're coming from. Do you think can someone who never depend on anyone actually grow? Think about someone who has never depended on anyone.
depend on anyone.
Can they really grow?
I want to say Facebook guy, but not really. He depends on people guy, but then he didn't dupe them and took their money.
Someone think about someone who you can imagine someone who has never. You're a friend of that one who they are self-reliant. They don't depend on interviews. They do them themselves. They go there themselves. They don't text you. They don't call back. They don't. They do things on their own terms.
There's
They pay
a
their
certain thing-
rent.
It depends on the thing on what
Do they actually grow? Do you think they actually grow? That's my
Depends on
question.
what you are growing on, though, because I can say that I'm a person that I have taken on something on my own and tackled it and grew. But it doesn't mean that I can do that all the time. It depends.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. You have to still have a limit of things that you can do without support or without getting the help.
Because I was thinking about like my gaming channel, right? I grew it, but then again, a community was built around that, and I had this guy. I don't know him from a nail in the wall, but he built this whole spreadsheet for the game. But again, he helped me. I wasn't gonna do that myself, right? And he helped me out. But again, from my perspective, it's like I felt like I did it all by myself. Because when somebody else comes in, they see that they don't know that he did that, right? They think it's me that did that. So that's also the other thing. Because I was thinking like, I built this gaming channel community by myself. But again, there's people that are there. I have moderators and things like that even if I'm not in the Discord or whatever the case may be, they're there talking. So again, it's tough to really rely solely on yourself.
Jamedi.
Oh yeah.
Jamedi. Let's think about this. Do you think isolation is protection? Or do you think it's fear?
Isolation can be protection. Isolation can be fear. To me, within my understanding.
In your experience, can you talk about experience, not understanding?
Okay.
Can you relate to someone thing you've experienced? So that when you give an example, you have done this. I can relate to this.
Well,
What I think, I've read this.
I have isolated myself, and through that, I was seeking a peaceful protection that no one could give me, no one could provide it to me, and that's why I choose to be myself.
So was it fear or protection? Protection.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's not a question I have. Is it fear or is it protection?
Protection.
Were you protecting yourself or
I was protecting
peace.
myself. Yes.
Franco. I'm gonna bring you back to now. Let me take you back to our characters. Dragon Ball. Think about this. Do you think Frieza stayed powerful because he's trusted nobody, or he stayed stuck because of he trusted someone? Do you think Frieza stayed powerful because he trusted nobody, or he stayed stuck because of it?
Was he stuck? The question is, was he stuck? What? Did he stay powerful? I could say this. He didn't stay stuck, but he did stay powerful because he trusted himself. He kept to himself. He trusted himself. But he didn't know he needed to train if it wasn't from him, from getting the idea from somebody else. Even though he still just did it himself, but he didn't realize that he would require to actually train to gain more power if it wasn't that he got the idea from somebody else.
King
That's
Drew.
a tough question to answer to.
King Drew.
I might be right or wrong.
King Drew.
I might be just speaking.
King Drew.
Yes.
You're smiling and laughing out loud.
I might be spewing nonsense.
No, it's gonna help you out.
What's up?
When you think about Frieza, it definitely gives this vibe that he needed nobody. Right?
Yeah.
He had this I did nobody energy. Right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask you. We realize that sometimes guarding ourselves keeps danger out. When we guard ourselves,
We guard ourselves.
it keeps the danger out.
Yeah.
It's like, I tell my boss, don't talk to me like that. Next time he doesn't talk to me like that. He thinks twice. No.
Well, I don't think everybody's that comfortable to speak like that to their boss, but again, it does help.
When you
So my question comes to it. Do you think Frieza had this? Definitely, I don't need nobody energy.
Yeah, he does, because if we can refer back to his army that he has, and he just killed them off
Because they were a waste of his time.
because they were a waste of his time.
We just use them to run.
Actually, matter of fact, he used his whole army as a flex. He killed them off by just powering up,
Jamidi,
yes,
so he didn't really need them.
we want to do a closing on this. Do you think sometimes getting yourself keeps danger out and growth out too? When you keep the danger out, growth also goes out the window with it.
Oh, that is true.
Jamidi, do you think sometimes guarding yourself keeps the danger out?
yes.
In the same sentence, it also keeps the growth with it.
It would keep the danger out, but the growth would stay with it, because danger is always anti-growth. So if danger would go out, growth stays.
Are you serious?
The growth that you have.
The danger itself. Can I give you an example?
Okay.
If, for instance, right now, can I go zoom out? Iran, America. That American pilot or Iranian pilot that is going to attack Israel or going to attack Saudi Arabia. That danger itself, when they face it, and they manage to cross that all those air defense, and then they've never done that before with that live fire, and they come back to base. Is that growth? Yes or no?
Yes.
And then why are you saying danger doesn't create growth?
But you took out that danger. By overcoming the danger you drive away that danger. And that's why you are now growing. You landed in an enemy territory, right? You successfully get rescued. You're gonna be great. You're not gonna be the same.
So you agree that sometimes letting yourself keep the danger out and the growth out?
Yeah. No. You say keep the growth.
No, he's saying guarding yourself. Does it, and without accepting danger, does that keep the growth also out from you? By because you're guarding yourself.
When you keep yourself out of danger, does it also
limit your growth?
impede your growth?
Does it impede your growth?
No.
Okay, Franco. He says no.
I think it can, because if you don't, because for you to learn, and then grow from you have to go through obstacles to grow. I feel like it. So for you to learn, you have to go through danger, and if you don't experience those danger, you probably won't be able to grow. But there's an argument that could be made that he's right in a way that if you know what you're doing and you keep yourself from danger, you can still grow. So I can't really put a pinpoint on one side.
Don't get me involved in this. Don't get me involved. Give me the next one. Or whatever else you got there.
Which of these two actually keep you safe?
Which one? Which of the two?
The two.
Yeah.
I'm still talking about getting yourself and the growth, keeping you out of growth. Which one of these? I'll bring you up closer.
Yeah.
Is this matter to be dependable or untouchable?
Dependable or untouchable? Dependable.
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 Franco. Is this matter to be dependable or untouchable?
Does it matter?
Which one is better for you? When you're
Is it better
dependable or
to
untouchable?
To be dependable or untouchable?
Yeah.
Which one is better? I think if you're dependable, then
Which one, my friend? You don't need
Oh,
to
no,
explain. It
no,
says which
I'm-
one.
I'm thinking to
Pick
myself.
one.
No, it's a tricky thing to say.
You have 10 seconds.
I think I'll go with I'll rather be untouchable.
Jamidi.
Give me an answer. Say that.
Untouchable.
You prefer to be untouchable.
Be untouchable. Everything will fall.
Okay, Jamidi, in the same sentence. Which one really keeps you safe? Untouchable or dependable?
Untouchable.
Explain.
Of course, when you are untouchable, no, your security is guaranteed. But when you're dependable, it means that even your self-security would depend on another person. And they can choose to do whatever they want with your security.
Anyone really counter?
I don't know what it
This is what I say. Like,
Say again.
okay, this is what I say. Like, it's you who make the decision. So, when you become untouchable, no one can touch you. Your security is guaranteed. You are not a threat. Like, no group, no person is a threat to you. You are untouchable.
When you're dependable,
Then
people can
someone will plan.
Someone could yeah. I
But
agree
when
with
you
that.
are untouchable,
Yeah,
no one
that's why
will
I think
plan. You
untouchable.
plan
Untouchable.
people. Yeah.
Nobody can touch you. You are the most high.
Yeah. So people would throw down to your
So,
demand.
exactly. So because you're untouchable.
Franco,
Yeah.
now that you talk about untouchable, I'm going to ask you this. Think about this. Is quiet loyalty stronger than loud promise?
Quiet loyalty is stronger than loud promise. Quiet, by far.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
What do you think?
Quiet loyalty, and what's the other part?
Stronger than
Louder promise.
Because loud promise means you're not doing anything. You're just being loud.
On top. Yeah, quiet loyalty.
Jamid,
Yes.
quiet loyalty or loud promise?
Quite loud.
That was the easiest.
On that note, we're not talking about quiet loyalty. Does actions, do they matter more than people say? Actions, do they really matter
Yeah.
more than people say?
Yeah. I'm more about actions. And
Does they matter more than people actually say?
what people say is what people say, but what people do is different.
There's a saying, action
Speak louder
speaks
than
louder
words.
than words.
Oh, Franco, now that you action speaks louder than words. Let's go back to Dragon Ball. Let's think about 17. Are you there?
Yes.
You have the entire frame?
I can picture it.
17 didn't talk much,
But his actions speak
but he showed up.
Yeah.
How did he show up?
Because his actions speak louder than words.
No, how did he show up?
He,
What are these actions?
he just, when he came, they didn't
Yeah, they didn't show.
They didn't show. They didn't give any insights of how he got stronger.
Yeah.
But when he came back, when they did Super, he was battling
Yeah.
Goku Super Saiyan Blue,
And
they were giving them trouble. So
I was like
strong.
7. I was like 17. Like really?
there was no back
I'm
story.
like, we couldn't get no better options.
But hey,
Yes.
we could also argue that he became like what we talked about. He was able to get stronger through friendship and being around things like reliance and others, which is the animal that he was saving.
So technically, that was not his sole decision. Like he had to rely on some other people. Though even though he made the final decision and he made a decision to
Not on his own. So, so are you saying that you agree that it's reliance on other people
Will help you grow.
will help your growth?
Yes, but you have to make the final decision because I know even your close friend that you would consult. It's not just one person. Maybe you have 2, 3. You have to get their view.
Jamedi,
Yes.
now that you're willing to communicate on this topic, do you think real loyalty, you think about real loyalty, usually prove itself without being announced?
Does real loyalty proves itself without being announced? When you think about me, do you think all your friends, do you think they'll show loyalty without their names being mentioned?
This is another easy question.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This is another easy question.
You're taking it light on us today.
I don't need to explain that question anymore. That's on you.
Does real loyalty. Jamidi,
Yes.
You want the question to be read again?
Yeah.
Does real loyalty usually proves itself without being announced?
Of course. You don't have to announce, and this is where the action would now come in. You don't know this person, but the more the person would act, would tell you who the person is.
It's better. It's real loyalty is louder than.
Okay, King Franco, sorry. Franco. Know that you're supporting Jamidi. Do you rely on people
Do I rely on people?
because they've earned it, or because you need someone there? Do you rely on people because they've earned
I
it,
think because of the earned it.
or because you need someone there?
I don't rely on people just to see someone there. I think that's just a misuse of a person. So if I believe you earned it and then you can help me grow, then I'll rely on you. I'll be willing to take the support.
Didn't you say?
I'm willing to take the support. Accept the support.
Okay.
Not that I would rely on you, depend on you.
So can I? Would you go? Well, you already said you wouldn't go back to that mechanic.
Nah, I didn't say I wouldn't go back to that mechanic.
You said you went to somebody else.
So I just went to somebody else because at that point,
After that one incident.
that's him. I said that's him. One incident was him. For me, I became a fool because when I accepted it, that's when I became a fool and I decided to change.
Okay.
So
So if you had an issue now, would you go back to him or go to the
if
new
it was still a friend, yeah, if it was available, and then he doesn't show, I'll still give him a chance to.
So what if
show
he
that.
don't?
Then
Is that the end of it? Is that forever and the
Nah,
end of it,
that's-
or you gonna keep
that's
going
why I
back?
said I don't do forever.
So for me is that it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's that it's fucked
Hey.
over. It's messed over
Yeah.
for my friends.
Wow.
It's the fifth one.
So it's a consistency across the board.
You know, there's a consistency somewhere in that. Oh, there's someone who
Unreliable.
just had a small issue and then changing oil is so easy
Yeah.
for a mechanic. So anytime someone complains about changing oil, anyone who tries it, they tell you is a 10-minute thing, right? If you can't show up to that in 3 months, you're unreliable. And if 2 or 3 of my friends complain about the same problem, because every time we talk about building each other in our circle,
Yeah.
what do? How do it benefit you? When you talk about finance and economics, we want finance to circulate within our friends.
True.
We pay you. Our minds circulate within ourselves. That's how someone asked me, how do you grow? In that you have a team of 10 people, where a half of your income circulates within them. You guys pay each other. How do you know you're growing? In that your friends, much of your bills, you have an electrician among your crew. You have one electrician that does electricity. You have one that guy that pay your taxes. So when it comes to taxes, we are paying $300. Everyone pays that one person. So income circulated within your friends. It becomes tax free.
So is that the strategy?
The government doesn't get into it.
That's the strategy, or you?
That's a strategy. Someone tell me.
Well, then you would have to be really reliable if you're gonna do that.
So meaning you have to upgrade yourself.
So
The friends who can't keep up, you have to drop them.
So you're relying on the friends that can keep up.
Yeah.
The point is who vibrates within your level. You don't. Someone told me, don't go down to pull someone up.
No.
They might pull your leg and be stronger than you to pull you back down. In that they have to struggle to get to where you are. They have to vibrate to your level. Otherwise, you won't get to your dream.
See.
In that.
But to go back to what you said, I think that's actually a great point. Having a team that, like I said, when I mentioned having a team, each person within the team have their individual strengths, and that way you don't have to be a mechanic or be the electrician. You have the person, and the money that's being spent is within the group, right?
Franco, this is on you.
Hi.
What hurts you more? You've been hurt. You've explained that you've been disappointed.
Doesn't hurt. That was just
I won't say no. I've been hurt. So
Disappointed.
in a way, you can replace hurt with disappointment. I'm gonna ask you this: was it being let down, or realizing you never really believed in anyone? What did this person really let you down, or you really didn't believe in them?
Wow.
it's just a letdown. It's not. I don't say I don't believe in anyone. I give everyone a chance to earn my belief. And if that doesn't,
Come through. Are you let down? Is it that?
I was just let down. I do believe in people. Not that I believe in anybody. I give people the right to earn my belief in them. And then if I believe you, then until you make me look like a fool and not my belief,
Jamedi,
that goes away.
what gets you further? Do you think it's the connections you make, or is this self-preservation?
We're at 60.
Jamidi,
It can be both. That's what I would say.
What gets you further? Is it the connections or the self-preservation?
You need the connections, and you also need, like you said, both. You need the connections and you need the self
You know,
observation.
the way you asking this question is like kind of like let's say T, where some of them are fast, you can just answer and easy answers, and then you just hit us with a boom. Okay, here you're stuck over here for 5 minutes thinking about the answer.
That's the point. It's a flow thing.
What do you think,
Thinking
Franco?
about what? I'm sorry.
I've asked the question like 3 times.
Yeah, I was in my zone.
What gets you further? Is it connection or self-preservation? What gets you further?
Going with what I said earlier, I think what gets you further is still connection can buffer your growth, but I think self-preservation does.
I'll talk about, when I talk about this, I've experienced it.
Like you said,
I talk about myself as a self-made man, but I'm not self-made man. It's the connection, because the connection, they always build richer. It gives you a more fulfilling life. Connections, they tell you a dim life. I don't have a house in America, but the friends I have who are 60, 50, who have lived the future I want, and I've seen where they are.
so you think connection will get you further?
Connection, when you talk to those people and they, before you buy that house you want, you know the cost.
Can I ask you, where do you stand on what's better? Dependent on, relying on people, or what was that first main question again? Main topic?
It's
When
trust versus survival.
it's
Trust or
No,
survival.
there was a question you asked first about relying on people or
it's depending on people, a strength or a risk.
no, relying on people or staying guarded or something like that. Like, which more, what would lead to a better growth? Relying on people
Or protecting yourself.
yeah.
The question was, what gets you further in life?
What gets you further in life?
Relying on people or protecting yourself?
Protecting yourself. Which one do you choose?
I always rely on my on people because
You always rely on people. Okay.
because my point
So
is,
your connection thing.
my point when you come is you've already gotten your base level. Are you making sense? Because you never know your full capabilities. My point is you never know yourself. You don't know your limits. So relying on people and having your background is that this is my limit. Having your limit, you have your limit, and you rely on people. You can go that 10 miles. I'm not there yet. My limit is this. I can only do this much. This is who I am. I can only develop to this level in this current situation. But I'm relying on other people who have lived there, that point, because I believe I can't create something that's never been created in this life. Everything that is there to be created has been done.
You think so?
Yes.
You think everything is
You can't, everything is a repeat.
You think maybe you just haven't tried hard enough?
There's nothing that,
There's
nothing that I can, there's nothing that you can create right now that has never been created.
You sure?
I believe so.
I don't think so.
I believe so.
I don't think so.
What are you going to create that has never been created?
It's already been created.
Yes.
Has never been created.
Because when you talk
Something
about
like the first one to create.
when we talk about even electric
An
cars
original idea,
was
is that what
done
you're
in
saying?
1950s.
So you're talking about there's no more original ideas.
There's nothing like originality anymore. That's my own version.
Oh.
There's no originality.
Oh, they do say everything that you need already exists.
Everything. That's why we're going back to digging what was done in this 19th century. Because civilization is not a repetition. We're living in the 22nd.
So you're saying everything already
Yeah.
exists?
Everything already exists.
It makes sense within the time that we've been here.
Everything
yes.
already exists. You can't do.
So what are we doing? We're just evolving?
It's just
I
that
think we're just remembering.
remembering that what we've never done.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Electric cars
everything-
existed in the 1950s.
Huh?
Electric cars.
Yeah, but did we have
Tell me something we never had.
do we have flying cars
Of course, you've already have flying cars.
in 1950s?
When was the airplane designed?
Not airplane. I meant cars.
That's an airplane. When it gets to air, it's called an air.
No.
It gets to you take a technology that already exists for you to make it a car.
You just change it.
You're changing it from a plane.
AI.
You can't do it. You can.
AI
There's already a plane. So
did AI exists back in 1950s.
AI
is an
reminds
original
you.
thing.
AI reminds you of the history that you never learned. AI is like that information is already available.
We'll keep going.
Yeah, we'll go on. We'll bring that into the next one.
That's it.
Let's do this segment. Close. No, we're done.
That was the.
We gotta close out, man.
I'm gonna close it out in this
Yeah,
way.
go into the final segment where we all on the screen. Jamidi,
Yes.
Jamidi.
we're all gonna
Jamidi,
be
wake
on the
up,
screen.
man.
We're all on this.
dude.
No, you're not.
Jamidi.
With you guys.
I'm gonna write it all.
Jamidi.
The final question, Jamidi. Jamidi.
You gotta watch yourself, Jamidi.
No, for today.
No, you gotta watch yourself.
The
Jamidi.
final
You will
question, Jamidi, finish
Otherwise,
that.
It's only that.
Is it connection
No.
or is it self-preservation? That's our final
Okay,
question.
say it again? Let's set it up. So we
What
can-
gets you further in life? Is it the connections you have, or is it self-preservation?
quick fire or
It's a quick fire. Jamidi, you go first.
Connection.
Connection.
Self-preservation. You already asked me that, don't you?
Yeah, it's the last question.
Winding up.
I pick self-preservation. That pick connection.
connection?
You gotta choose what you want.
What do they think?
Down in the comments. Yes. And of course, if you made this far in the video, the word of the day is you want to go reliance. You're not gonna take reliance. What do you say? What do you want to say?
What gets you further in life? Is it connections that you've had in this
I'll
life,
say support.
or is it
Support?
self-preservation?
Support or
I'll
reliance?
say reliance.
Whichever one. We'll take either one down in the comments. Of course, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. We're slowly getting there. Of course, next week there won't be an episode. You know, the Maestro will be out of town. And
Thailand.
Then we'll come back the
So
following.
go and watch the other episodes.
Yeah, get
and
caught up.
Get caught up.
Get caught up.
The episode you missed.
Yes. Yeah.
And then click that subscribe button as well.
We mentioned that. So Jamidi, do you have any final words for the people?
Not much. I wish the Maestro safe journey, and you guys say something on the comment. Let's discuss. Watch it. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the like button.
Alright. Beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc. Nice seeing you guys.
Pain turn power, that's a fact. We got scars inside the flame. If you feeling lost right now, this pod just calling your name. Hey, we go beyond our